What's up, guys? What's up, guys? I hate that I have to do this. I hate that I have to do this YouTube, but somebody's got to talk to Russell. Somebody got to talk to him. Somebody's got to talk to him because comments and responses on X and responses on YouTube are not going to do it. So somebody got to talk to Russell. Who is Russell? What am I talking about? I'm talking about Abolitionist Rising. The host, T. Russ Hunter, on X, did a video rant recently where he basically called out all of Trump supporters, all Trump supporters. And if you know me and you know the Dreaded Conservative channel, then you know we are avid Trump supporters here. Jesus is my savior. Trump is my president. That's the slogan. That's the slogan. I don't worship Trump. I don't see him as a God man. I don't think he's some perfect being, some perfect Christian theocratic leader. No. But we live in America, which is not a constitutional republic anymore. It's a social democracy. And in America, we have to vote for whoever is primaried. We have two options, basically. There are going to be other options on the ballot, but essentially we have two options: Joe Biden or Donald Trump. And Abolitionist Rising, who I love, is throwing a lot of shade on all the people who are going to vote for Donald Trump. Who is Abolitionist Rising? Let me give you a little backstory first. T. Russell Hunter on Twitter let me open this in a new window, or in a new tab, I mean. So this is him. I've reviewed a lot of his videos on the channel. I love Abolitionist Rising. The channel is a great channel. This is one of the best guys when it comes to debating with college students, debating on college campuses, which isn't really debating, by the way. When these guys go up and they do man on the street, change my minds, or college campus debate, these kids are all idiots. So all of their arguments are all of the most easy to rebuttal, basic arguments against abortion. But the way that Russell handles it, I'm going to call him Russell because I think he goes by Russell. The way he handles it is great. I love the way he talks to people. I love the way he handles this stuff. And I really didn't know that there was a difference between a pro-lifer and an abolitionist. Now, I would consider myself more of an abolitionist. I do think abortion should be illegal, and it should be punishable. If the crime should be illegal, the act should be a crime. The act of doing an abortion, whether you're the mother going in to get the abortion, you're committing murder. Whether you're the doctor performing the abortion, you're definitely committing murder. So I agree with the abolitionist stance there. I don't like to join groups or movements or things because this abolitionist rising thing is a movement. It is a group. It is an organization. And I don't know if I want to have that tag on my name, but yeah, I guess I would be an abolitionist. I At first I didn't like the way that they use the word abolitionist to make a connection to slavery, basically, or well, not a connection to slavery, but the abolitionists of slavery are similar to the abolitionists of abortion. And at first I didn't really like that connection because, you know, never mind. I'm not going to go into that right now, but it is a good like catchphrase. It gets people, especially when African Americans are doing the majority of the abortions. When you have something that pulls on the heartstrings of the black folk, I like it. It's a good move. It's smart. It's smart, but I'm not part of that movement. I'm part of just make abortion. I'm anti-abortion. I'm the anti-abortion movement. leader. You know, like not abolitionist rising, not pro-life, none of that, just no more abortions. It's illegal. It's murder. It is murder. Get rid of it. I don't have to tie it to slavery and compare it to racism and all this other fake stuff that isn't real. I don't have to compare it to man stealing in the Bible, which is different than American slavery, which, anyway, we're going down. I'm ranting too. He did a video rant, basically. Russell did a video rant, and now I'm ranting. I'm ranting myself, but I promise you I rant better. But Hammurabi Code. He did a video rant on Twitter. We're going to watch it, and we're going to react to it, and we're going to talk about it, how this is a very bad move. I don't like this. And when I see this, it raises a lot of questions in my head. So I'm going to pose those questions to you at the end. They're not accusations, Russell. I hope you watch this. They're not accusations, but there are some interesting things that we're going to see. And now that I see this attack on Trump supporters and Trump in general, I don't know. It raises a lot of questions like how did your channel blow up so fast when other people were getting banned for talking about abortion? How did your channel go from 1,000 subscribers to 75,000 subscribers in less than a month? In that same month, I got banned just for talking about abortion. How did that happen? And then you come out and you're anti-Trump and you're what lobbyists are paying you, Russell? I guess I'm not saving the questions for the end. I'll pose the questions at the beginning. Who's paying you to say this stuff is my question. But let's watch the video, and then I'll repose the questions at the end, and I'll explain what I'm talking about. But let's get into this little video that and he knew it was going to be controversial. He said it on his YouTube that it was going to be controversial, and it is. It is. So let's get into it. Let's watch this. We'll talk about it, and then after this, I will end this stream so that it'll be just this content, like 30 minutes, and then I'll start a new stream, and I'll open the Discord. If you guys want to call in and talk about this, we can do that while I play some Terraria before I go to work. But let's get into this. This is T. Russell Hunter on X, also known as Abolitionist Rising on YouTube, X, Facebook, all that stuff. And also, just one more time, I love this channel. I love this guy. He's great. But I'm going to be a little bit critical here. And in this video, he basically tells me he doesn't want me watching his videos. He doesn't want me sharing his videos. He doesn't want me agreeing with him as far as baby murder. He doesn't want me in that. So let's see what he's got to say.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Been a pretty crazy day. I'm just now getting on to comment on this. I have not made a video rant in quite some time, but today felt like a good day for one. It's not to talk about Donald Trump.
Just so, since I've watched this a couple times, he talks about Donald Trump the entire 16 minutes. It's only 16 minutes. He talks about Donald Trump the entire time. The entire thing is about Donald Trump. So it is to talk about Donald Trump.
And how he's wrong to put out a statement saying we need to lessen and moderate our attacks on abortion if we want to win elections. I don't need to make a video to say that. Lots of people have already said that.
You're going to make it right now.
Some people have said that and also suggested that they're still going to vote for him, which I do want to say something about. Like, anyone who says that, who makes that their position, needs to lose. And everyone else.
All right. Anyone who says that they saw what Trump said about abortion and the things he said about abortion before and how he's not hardline abolitionist, but he's trying to come to compromises and lessen the times, make a 6-week limit or a 15-week limit, whatever. He's trying to come to compromises with the other side as a populist leader of a country with people with mixed ideas. Seems like Trump's doing the right thing. That's how you become the president. But he said we need to lose. Let me tell you something, Russell. If Donald Trump loses, Joe Biden wins. So what are you even talking about? We need to lose. You're saying Joe Biden needs to be president. That's what you just said. Anybody who we all need to lose. We all need to lose because we're not single issue voters and we look at the big picture. We need to lose. We need to have Joe Biden be president for another 4 years. Yeah, that's the way to win the culture war. That's the way to stop babies being murdered is get Joe Biden in there for another 4 years. What are you talking about?
Who sees a person say that needs to watch them lose, because you don't want to, do the.
And anybody who says what he's saying right now, when we lose, because remember, I'm not gullible. I don't think Trump. I will bet against Trump with a Trump. I'm the biggest Trump supporter. I will bet on Biden against a Biden supporter betting on Trump because Trump's not going against Joe Biden. Trump's going against the entire globalist system. He's going against a crooked election system. It's not just beating Biden in votes. It's beating an entire crooked system. So, Russell, when Trump loses, we're all going to lose. You're going to lose too. You think there's going to be more or less abortions if Joe Biden gets to be president for another 4 years? Just think about it.
The stupidest thing in all of politics, and reward somebody who should lose for holding a position that they shouldn't hold. Like, we shouldn't want him to win because we've seen what he's made of. We've
Steel and carbon fiber and awesomeness. That's what he's made of.
seen the kind of man he is. He's the kind of man who would sacrifice children to win an election. That tells you everything you need to know.
That's messed up. He's saying that since Trump compromises slightly on some things as far as abortion goes, and Trump is not the big abolitionist president that we want, that means he's sacrificing children. Now, I've got some numbers for you because I looked into this. Apparently, nationwide, since Roe v. Wade was overturned, abortions have gone up. But in states that had strict abortion regulation as soon as Roe v. Wade was overturned, abortions have dramatically decreased. That means that in red states where they have the right now, because Roe v. Wade was overturned, it's been taken back to the local level. They now have the right to vote on this and decide on this locally, which is better. There's less abortions in those places. The degenerate blue states, abortions are going to continue going up for all of eternity. Maybe we need some sort of secession or some sort of division or something, because in places like D.C., of course, abortion is going to stay high and it's going to go up. And then when they find out, oh, they're starting to ban them in other states, and bordering states have to follow those laws with that state, people are like, I got to rush out and get my abortions now. I got to do my baby sacrifice now. So since Roe v. Wade was overturned, abortions have actually gone up in America, not sharply, but in states where they now have the right to ban abortion, it's decreased a lot. And that's because of the Supreme Court justices that Donald Trump put in. You'll see, we'll go through some of the comments at the end, but you'll see somebody saying, you're right, Russ, we need to look at this on the local level. It's not about presidential elections. It's about the local level. Hey, buddy, there would be no local level abortion discussion if it wasn't for Donald Trump. If Donald Trump hadn't put the Supreme Court justices in who overturned Roe v. Wade, there would be no local level discussion because it was federally allowed. You couldn't ban it. Now you can ban it in states. So now there is a local discussion. Let's get back to what he's saying. But he's saying Trump sacrificed babies. I would say that in the long run, Trump is going to be saving babies. He's going to be saving babies in states that allow us to save babies. In the states where it's a bunch of degenerate scumbags who are going to vote for abortion no matter what, maybe abortions go up. Maybe murders go up. Maybe crime goes up. And that's going to continue to happen. But God didn't send us to change the world. He sent us to save who we can save, to help, we don't save nobody. God saves everybody. But he sent us to spread the word, to help save others, so that God could save other people. And that's what Trump did. He gave us the ability to stop abortion in some places. And there's going to be degenerate hellholes where they're going to keep doing abortions forever. Now, you want a president that's going to do a national abortion ban? That's fine. That's fine that you want that. I want that too. But we don't have that on the primary ballot in 2024. We have Trump and Biden. Those are your choices. Now, if you want to platform somebody in 2028 who is a big-time abolitionist and stuff, that's fine. But currently, we got two options. And you're saying that Trump supporters need to lose, and so you're pro-Biden. Who's paying you? Who's paying you, Russ?
Know about him on all other issues. So don't give me this nonsense about, well, he's so good on other issues. The man's a demon. Like, it's demonic. Like,
whatever, bro.
Let's trade. Government should exist for very few reasons, but one of them at the very top is protecting innocent human beings and establishing justice equally for all the people in their jurisdiction.
What's
That's
justice?
what governments exist for.
What is justice?
That's what our government was actually founded. When in the course of events, it becomes necessary to throw off a tyrannical government, you have to, set up a new one. We did that, and in our declaration, when we were going to do it, we said...
And also, if you think, he sounds really based right now. He does sound really based right now, and he's right that we should be able to overthrow the government and change the government and get a new government in there. He's right about that. But in his videos where he's on college campuses, he doesn't really talk about politics a whole lot. He tries to avoid the politics conversation. He talks about abortion. He talks about he's a single issue voter. He's a single issue voter. And I don't think single issue voters should even be voting. I want to tell him, by the end of watching this, I want to tell him, just don't vote, dude. We don't want you to vote. You're a single issue voter. I don't want you to vote. But I can't do that, because if we do that, then they win. Then we have a bunch of pink-haired lesbians in college voting for Joe Biden. And we don't have men. We don't have men voting for the right guy because he's not going to abolish abortion right away. Or that's not his main, come on, man. Come on, man. We're going to lose. We're going to lose. And there's so much division. We need unity right now. We need to pull together. We need Nick Fuentes, Candace Owens, Jeremy Boring, Ben Shapiro, Daily Wire, Steven Crowder, The Quartering. We need everybody to stand up and be together and united on this. We can't lose again. And we're going to lose with this crap right here, this feminine little, he said he's compromising on abortion. You're a loser. You're a demon. It sounds so beta, dude. Shut up. Shut up. We're going to lose because of this crap.
No, we believe these things are inalienable and come from God, the right to life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness, right? And then
pursuit of happiness, that's gay. What's the pursuit of happiness? And that actually is gay is happy. So the pursuit of gayness is basically what that means. Originally, it was pursuit of property. They had to change that because slaves were considered property.
A guy running for president, the highest office in the country, is kind of like, hey, my supporters, I know you guys value the right to life, and our whole country says that they're into that, but we got to kind of have to like shove that to the back in order to win elections. Why? Why do you want to win elections if you're not going to do anything good with the power? And this is the reason I'm making this video, don't pull that kind of fast one and say, oh, but he's going to win elections by lessening the attack on abortion, but then turn around and attack it rightly after he won. No, he's going to continue to compromise, because compromise is what got him elected. So tell all the idiot pro-lifers that you are the most pro-life president in history, which he is. He's just a 100% anti-abolitionist, doesn't believe in criminal.
So what's better? Somebody like Biden who's openly pro-abortion, or one of these idiot pro-lifers, or there is no abolitionist candidate, Russell. Why don't you run for president? I'll vote for you next year in the primaries. I'll vote for you if you run for president in the primaries next year. But right now, this is bad timing. This is horrible timing. We need to pull together right now. We need to focus on winning. And then when he gets in, it's not about what if he gets in, is he going to go hard on abortion or is he going to slack off? No. What it is when he gets in, we hold his feet to the flames. We say, yo, this is what we want you to do for us. And Trump is the type of guy that's going to do that. He starts talking about, or I think he already talked about it, but we don't want to reward him with a victory. We don't want to reward him with a victory. Do you think that Donald Trump was rewarded when he became the president? I think he was cursed. I think from the moment Trump became president, he was cursed. He lost like $2 billion. He was constantly under attack. They tried to put him in jail. They're coming for his properties. They're coming for his homes. They're coming for his family. They're coming for his reputation. They're coming for everything. What do you mean reward him by making him president? That's a punishment. This man would be rewarded by going off to Barbados for the rest of his life and never having to deal with any of this crap again. It's a punishment for us to vote him in. And he's willing to take the punishment. So what are you talking about? Don't reward him by voting him in. So what are we doing? We're voting for Biden? Should we vote for Biden and then we're not idiots according to you, Russell?
Criminalizing abortion, doesn't believe in nullification, doesn't believe in any part or parcel of the abolitionist strategy, approach, ideology, or worldview. He's a million miles away from that, but he is spot on with the pro-lifers. I mean, he did the most pro-life thing that anyone's ever done. He appointed a bunch of pro-life Supreme Court justices who passed a pro-life decree to replace the pro-abortion Roe v. Wade decision with a decree saying that the states got to determine how abortion would be handled in their jurisdictions. Yeah, it's a pro-life decree. It's the states get the choice to practice child sacrifice. And guess what? They all do. And
no, they don't all. No, they don't all do. No, they don't all do. Idaho, what's ND? What is ND? Why can't I think of that right now? Anyway, North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Montana, Kentucky, West Virginia, Arkansas, Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina. Come on and raise up. Take your shirt off, twist it around your head, spin it like a helicopter. Oklahoma, LA, Missouri, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, Texas. And I don't know why they don't have Utah on this list, because Utah also completely banned abortion as soon as Roe v. Wade got overturned in many of these states. While this allegedly right-wing type of guy is, well, I don't know if he considers himself right-wing, but this anti-abortion, this abolitionist guy is talking crap about Donald Trump and abortion. Do you know what Joe Biden is doing? Joe Biden's posting this. This is Joe Biden's Twitter right here. Arizona Supreme Court rules a near total abortion ban from 1864 is enforceable. Joe Biden says, Trump did this. Trump did this. So the left is blaming Trump for banning abortion. And then we have the abolitionist leader, abolitionist rising, the king of the abolitionist movement, Russell here, blaming Trump for not banning abortion. So when I see all sides coming at Trump, when I see the gay people in my chat coming at Trump, when I see uh, the abolitionists coming at Trump, when I see the right wing flaky, they go wherever the wind blows, the libertarian types that would vote for Joe Jorgensen or something, or those type of, they're not really conservatives, they're more libertarians, but they're on the right because they don't like the SJWs and the liberals, those type of people who bounce from DeSantis to Nikki Haley to Trump. When I see all those people coming at this man, that's the guy I want in office. That's Jesus. I'm not saying Trump is Jesus. I'm saying that's the same thing that they did to Jesus. Everybody was coming after him all the time. I know a lot of people could be like, you just called Trump Jesus. Well, whatever. He's not Jesus. I understand that. I'm saying when everybody is attacking you from all sides, that's generally a sign that that's a real man. That's not a demon. Demons don't attack demons, Russell. Demons don't attack demons. Duh.
And anytime a state even looked like they were going to actually criminalize abortion or do away with it for real, like anytime that a state did that, while Donald Trump has been in political conversations, he has opposed them. He thinks it is bad for the states, even with their rights, to criminalize all abortion. He thinks it's bad for states to stop cryogenically, freezing and destroying and experimenting on little human beings. He thinks that's bad. He's anyway. So I'm actually rather unhappy. And in a video that I don't even want to make
Tell us how mad.
Donald Trump.
Tell us how mad you are.
I'm talking about how Donald Trump's bad, but it's
in the video where you're not going to talk about Donald Trump, you talk about Donald Trump for the entire time.
very confusing to people because Donald Trump is bad precisely, first off, because he's pro-life and he's not an abolitionist, and people don't even understand that. But more and more people are coming to understand that. But to the point of this video is not about how bad Donald Trump is. It's how bad all the people who blindly and like pridefully, arrogantly propped Donald Trump up back in the day and constantly told me and others like me.
Just so you know, people like this are why we're going to lose, and we're going to get Joe Biden for another 4 years. Okay? The economy's going to get worse. We're not going to have an America to defend in 4 years. Abortions, murders, crime is going to be rampant. Everybody's going to be poor. We're going to own nothing, be happy. The communist Marxist plan is going to come to fruition. The globalists, the World Economic Forum, the Agenda 2030, all that's going to come to fruition. And then a lot of people, not just babies being aborted, but a lot of people are going to be outright killed. People are going to be murdered, okay, by the government, Russell, because we're going to lose.
To not be critical of Donald Trump. Don't be critical of Donald Trump.
But he wants us to lose. So when Trump loses, and all the people who voted for Trump and thought like me, when we all lose, he's going to be happy until he starts losing too. And until we start seeing more babies being murdered, and we start seeing more adults being murdered, and we start seeing everybody just being killed. We're all going to lose, Russell. So when we lose, you said, I'll be happy to watch them lose. When we lose, you're going to lose too, buddy. Good job.
He's going to do great things. He is a great man. Yeah, he's got some things. He says some mean tweets. He's done some things like with past wives and, accosting women and all that kind of stuff.
Accosting women. Shut up. Shut up.
But he's a great man. He's going to save our republic. and shut up. They tell
You
people
shut up.
Shut up.
You shut up.
Critical of Donald Trump.
No, you shut up. No, you shut up. No, you shut up. Oh, I finished Curb Your Enthusiasm last night. It's pretty good.
Trump, because Donald Trump is he's like the savior. Like, print Donald Trump on golden coins and sell them to the people that you're fleecing.
Hold on. Ah. Hold on, Russ. Hold on. I pulled my headphones out. He's talking about my gold coins. Listen, don't you dare talk bad about my gold coins. And by the way, I was not fleeced into buying these coins. My dad bought these coins, and then after he passed away, my mom gave them to me. But you want to talk about gold coins? How about this one? How about this gold coin right here? Boom! Look at that piece. How about this handful of Trump gold? My shillings. How about this handful of Trump gold? What about that? What about that, Russ? Hold up. Wait. What about this one? Oh my gosh, look at this one. Look at this. It's got Trump with a gun on it. I think he has a gun in his hand. Oh no, he's just sitting in a chair. It's got Trump. Look at that gold coin. Hold on. I got more, Russ. You don't even know about this. What you know about this, though? Russ? Russ. You ain't got you some Trump gold? The Jews aren't the only ones that got gold. Trump got gold. What about this one? Ooh, you don't even know about that. This is what's going to save America right here. How about Trump playing cards? Presidential Trump playing cards. You got any of those, Russ? No? Oh, you don't? Right. That's right, because you don't really want to save the babies. You just want to make YouTube videos. Because if you really wanted to save the babies, you might buy some Trump gold. You might support the boy. No, I'm just kidding. That's a joke. Buying Trump gold is not going to save babies. But voting for Trump might. I know voting for Trump is going to help more babies than voting for Joe Biden or voting for some off-party candidate and throwing your vote away, essentially. All right, back to the video.
For your fake ministries, oh man, I'm so angry. But anyway, back to the people that prop up and support, congratulate, elect, and herald Donald Trump as
Trump paid off his bond in one day, Jalen. His $180 million bond, he paid that off in a day. So you're an idiot.
This great Messiah-like figure. One, what your figure said was, we've got to not do anything about abortion if we want to win elections. That tells you everything you need to know about him. That tells you everything you need. Like, oh, but he's good on other...
No, he's right. He's right. You're not going to win if you say, I'm going to outright ban abortion everywhere. You're not going to win during a primary, during an election cycle. You're not going to win by saying the most radical possible things that you can say. I agree with those things, Russell. I agree. We need a full ban on abortion. We need to send mothers who get abortions to prison or execute them. I mean, if we're going to do the not pro-life, we're abolitionists, execute them. Execute them. Or if a mom wants to get an abortion, she needs to just off herself. How about that? But we don't win elections by saying the most radical things. This is why I would never run for president, because I'm a radical. I say radical things, off-the-wall things. That's not how you win a presidential election. Maybe you should run next year, Russ, or in 2024. Let's see if you get elected.
Policies. No, he's a rapscallion. He's trash. All his other positions are all thrown into suspicion to the max degree, because anything good that he may want to do If he can't do it without killing some babies, well, we got to kill some babies. The man does not deserve a dime or any votes. He should lose. And I know people are going to freak out and they're going to say, come on, man, but Biden will win.
Yeah.
Doesn't freaking matter.
It doesn't matter.
Kamala will end up being...
Wait. It doesn't matter if Biden wins. Well, then why does it matter if Trump wins? You idiot. That's the stupidest thing you said in this whole thing, Russell. I'm sorry. I shouldn't call you an idiot or a dumbass or a moron. But it doesn't matter. So he's doing a whole rant about why if you vote for Trump, you deserve to lose. And you should not vote for Trump because he's not 100% abolitionist. But if Biden wins or Kamala becomes president, it doesn't matter. None of it matters. None of it matters. Who's paying you? Who's paying you to make this video, Russell? How did you go from 1,000 to 74,000 subscribers in a month while other people were getting banned for talking about abortion, while making videos only about abortion, the most extreme form of abortion, what's the word I'm looking for? Like legislature or whatever is abolition. And you blew up during the time right after Roe v. Wade was ended where other people were getting banned for talking about the same thing. And now you come out as anti-Trump making a video. Who's paying you, Russell?
President. It doesn't freaking matter. It doesn't actually matter the difference between Biden or Trump in office. You know what? Trump was in office. You know what they did in this country? Murdered millions and millions of babies under the covering of law. They also passed a Supreme...
So don't vote. Don't vote. We don't want low propensity single issue voters like you voting. Don't vote. And then we're going to lose anyway.
Supreme Court decision that said that you can murder babies under the cover of law, and everyone's celebrating. It's a facade, and I'm so freaking angry about it because it is such a facade. And the reason I'm making the video is to rebuke, not by name because I can't name all of you, all of the people who praise Donald Trump.
Wait till the anger comes out. Okay, we got to get through this. We got to get through this.
Trump and told abolitionists like myself to shut up. I mean, there was this one group that like literally is called Operation Save America. You know, like, sorry, I'm punching down here, but like they're literally called that.
You're punching down. Are you saying they're smaller than you? They're not as big as you. You had 1,000 subscribers 6 months ago, bro.
Before Donald Trump was running, they took a pledge to never support any politician running for office who does not support the abolition of abortion. Donald Trump runs. Donald Trump's not for the abolition of abortion. He actually opposes the criminalization of abortion. He believes we should keep abortion around for rape and incest and, you know, probably any reason whatsoever. He's for keeping IVF around and unrestricted and all that kind of stuff. Like anyway, so I'm thinking back to this Operation Save America. Like the moment that Donald Trump was like in an election to win to become president again.
I don't know anything about this Operation Save America, so I don't really have any comments on that. I don't know about them, but he's like, I'm punching down. That is a jab. It's like basically saying I'm bigger than you. I'm more popular than you.
They were just constantly saying stuff like, do not criticize Donald Trump because Donald Trump is going to do great things. And yes, we took a pledge to never support a person like Donald Trump. But you know what? To hell with our pledges. Sometimes you got to throw a pledge out if you want to win an election, which all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh. You know, it turns out that we have the leaders that we have because they are just like us.
This is why we're going to lose. Because a bunch of people who don't have their perfect candidate. Like, do you think Donald Trump is my perfect candidate? Jesus is my perfect candidate. I want somebody like Jesus to show up. Like, really like Jesus. Not like the comparison I made earlier. I know, I compared Trump to Jesus. I shouldn't do that. But or maybe I should. Maybe I should. But I want a theocrat. I want a Christian theocrat. I want, the culture based around the church. In my ideal society, I would not be allowed in my ideal society because I do a lot of things I shouldn't do, and I would get kicked out of my own ideal society. But if we had that ideal society set up and I was born into it and raised through it, then I wouldn't do these things that are so natural for us to do. Or any guys like drugs and lust and porn and tobacco and alcohol and all the vices that the world throws at us. If our culture, we didn't allow that stuff, then all the kids who were born into that culture and raised by parents who were born into that culture, they would know nothing else. They wouldn't know that about all this stuff, and everybody would just naturally follow it. That's the government I want. So do you think I'm not going to vote because we don't have that guy running for president? No, I'm still going to vote for the best option. I'm going to vote for the best option for America because one way or the other, one of them is going to be running America. Trump or Biden. That's your choice. So, and if you don't vote and all these abolitionists watch his video and decide, well, I don't have a good abolitionist candidate, so I'm not going to vote. That's why we lose, because the Democrats don't do that. The Democrats don't say, hey guys, this isn't exactly the perfect thing that we want. This isn't perfectly 100% exactly what we want as a leader. So we're not going to vote at all. We're going to make a point. We're not going to vote. Meanwhile, the Democrats are spreading out pamphlets on college campuses. They're organizing. They're doing riots in the street. They're pulling together all the lesbians and all the minorities and all the black people and all the Mexicans, and they're getting everybody together and they're saying, we're going to go out and vote for Joe Biden and get him elected. And they're going to win. They're going to win. Plus, on top of that, a crooked system that will manipulate things to give a little extra leeway to the one guy. That's what we're competing against. We're competing against a bunch of crazy liberal college student, lesbian, minority people. We're competing against a crooked system, and we need to vote for the best guy. And this type of crap right here is going to get lots of people to just say, I'm not going to vote because I don't get my perfect candidate. Okay, well, platform them next year. Find the perfect guy and platform him in 2028. And I will vote for him. Russell, run for I love you, Russell. Run for president in 2028 and we'll vote for you. But this year, we need to get the best guy in. And it's not Biden. So what are you doing?
So yeah, I mean, Donald Trump, obviously I'm not a fan and I'm not happy with what he said, because I think what he said just tells us that our culture is far off, far away from establishing justice for preborn babies. Far away. But he does reflect, like Donald Trump, you may look at his stuff and you may be like, I don't like that. I don't like he said that. But you know why he said that? Because the people who voted for him last time. He knows he's got those votes. He knows those people that want to save America would really rather win elections. Because the hard things that you might have to do to save America, like
you have to win elections and get the right person in to save America. And there's other things we could be doing. Yes, you're right. You're right, Russell. There's other things we could do, but you don't cancel one. You do both at the same time. We can work on our local levels. We can work on our state levels. We can work on changing the hearts of the people. We can do all that and also have the best president for the job in office. You don't pick and choose and cherry pick which ones you want to do. You got to do all of it together. You're a single issue voter. You don't understand that, Russ.
Rebuke your leaders and tell them that you're not going to reward them for being demonic in their approach. Like, it's demonic. Like, yeah, let me win by sacrificing some babies. Like, let me get other people to not fight abortion so that I can.
And he uses all this emotionally fueled language all the time. Wait till he starts telling about how angry he is. That's the part I really want to get to.
Can everyone calm down and stop fighting child sacrifice? I want to run the government, and I want to bear the sword of justice for no freaking reason. It's like the one reason, the main reason that we have government is to protect innocent people and to bear a sword against those who would do them harm, evildoers. Romans 13. I mean, it's like, golly. The one thing that he should not sell out on is the one thing that he's saying we got to sell out on if we're going to win. And then someone says, well, yeah, you know, I'm kind of...
Oh, who is it, Jalen? Is it Biden? That's the best person for America? You think Biden will help America more than Trump? You're an idiot.
in a pickle if we want to win. Why do you want to win? What are you going to do with your win? Pass the Dobbs decision and get pats on the back from a bunch of idiots who are going to go buy steak and celebrate it and be like, whoa, yay, this is better than... it's got me so freaking angry at all this stupidity. Because then, whenever I want to say something or other people like me want to say something about it, guess what? We can't.
Sorry, Jalen, I shouldn't have called you an idiot, but Trump may not be the best leader for America out of every possible person in the world. But between Joe Biden and Trump, if you think Joe Biden is a better choice, then that makes you an idiot. I'm not calling you an idiot. If you think Joe Biden is a better choice for America than Trump, that makes you an idiot. I'm not calling you an idiot. I'm saying if you believe that, then that belief automatically makes you an idiot. You get it?
Because all of our folks that follow us, that we're wanting to have an influence on, they've already got him as an idol. Or if they don't have him specifically as an idol, they have beating Democrats as an idol. And they think that having a Republican in office is going to save lives. Well, look it up. Over the past 50 years of the American abortion Holocaust, the numbers of abortions happening in this nation do not change whenever we have an elephant in the Oval Office. Don't freaking change. It's always the same.
State by state, I just showed the numbers. Nationwide, abortions did go up because abortions have consistently been going up because blue cities are filled with a bunch of demons who love to kill babies. But in states where abortions were banned, the numbers went to near zero. They dropped off completely. So maybe we don't need this big 330 million person giant conglomerate of a country. Maybe we make it into two countries. And we have the people who think baby killing is okay and the people who don't think baby killing is okay. And then we wait 100 years and then we go to war with the baby killers and we see who wins. Because their population is going to be severely crippled while our population is going to amplify and people are going to be stronger. And then we're going to wipe them off the face of the planet like God told us to do.
Millions of babies. Why? Because we are a people that would put fighting abortion off to win elections. That's why. So the one thing that'll tell you why our country is in the shape that it's in has been put out there on Truth Social and Twitter, X, everywhere, and everyone's talking about it, and still, they're going to vote for Donald Trump.
Still.
Listen, I'm not saying vote for the other guy. I'm not saying vote for anyone. I'm not saying anything about that.
You're saying don't vote. That's why we're going to lose. Thanks, Russ.
But man, it would be a glorious rebuke.
But he wants us to lose. He said in the beginning of the video, he wants Trump supporters and he wants Trump to lose. So when Trump loses and Joe Biden is president for another 4 years and we see Roe v. Wade put back into place and we see abortion skyrocket, murders, crime, death, inflation, the economy collapses, the dollar collapses. When we see all that stuff happen over the next 4 years, I want you, Russ, to come out and say, I did that because the Trumpers lost. Those mean old Trumpers lost. But America got destroyed. More babies get killed. I did a good job. And I got a bunch of money from some lobbyist group to be anti-Trump and blow up my channel when everybody else was getting banned for talking about abortion. I see through it, Russ.
And cause great change in our culture if it came time for the presidential election.
And talk to me about it. These are just questions. These aren't accusations. Talk to me about it. I'd love for you to talk to me about it. Tell me why. Never mind. Anyway, you get the question, right? You get the question. Address the question. How did you blow up when other people were getting banned for talking about abortion? And then you conveniently are anti-Trump. Huh. Was Heritage Foundation paying you or who? Who is it?
And not a single person who believes that abortion is murder and should be abolished and that the government should establish equal justice under the law like it says on their buildings. If not a single person who believed those things voted for Donald Trump, and he lost the most massive loss in history, and everyone sat down and said, why did he lose? And they said, well, it's because 150 million people decided not to vote for him because he would not abolish abortion, and told them to calm down. If he lost, and he lost for that reason, guess what kind of candidate we would get next time?
There will be no next time.
I'm not angry.
Okay. He has a decent point there. He says if Trump loses because he didn't go hard enough on abortion, then next time we're going to have a guy who's much more stern on his abortion stance, right? That makes sense. I agree with that. But here's the thing. If Trump loses, I don't think there's going to be an America in 4 years. I don't think there might be in America, but I don't think we might already be past the the snowball rolling down the hill. We might be past the point of fixing it. And if that's the case, we're never going to win an election again. Because they control the elections. They control everything. So if Trump doesn't get in this time and do something big, then I don't think any election in the future matters. You think if Trump loses being moderate on abortion in 2024, that in 2028, after 4 more years of Biden, you're going to get some hardcore abolitionists in office? What, are you crazy? If the moderate abortion guy can't get into office with the crooked system, and then we get 4 more years of the crooked system, you think that the more extreme abolitionist guy is going to get in 2028? Are you crazy? What are you talking about? And all the pro-life people are going to be dead. They're going to get executed by Joe Biden and his SS crew.
At Donald Trump, but I am very freaking angry at you, Mr. Guy, who told us 4 years ago not to say anything negative about Donald Trump because Donald Trump's going to change the world. Donald Trump is the world. Donald Trump is the world. And you are the world. Because when he does things that are the most clear sign that he is just worldly in his mind. And don't give me this baby. You can't be a baby Christian for a...
Give me another freaking candidate. Give me the big Christian candidate. Who? Mike Pence? Is that our guy?
decade, you know? Come on, for crying out loud. Grow. The evidence is in.
He's grown.
The evidence...
He's definitely grown a lot. He's been with his wife, making children, not being sexually promiscuous. He doesn't drink. He's a teetotaler. He doesn't smoke. Like, I can't even imagine that. You never drank or smoked? There's no video of him drinking or smoking a cigarette, a cigar, nothing? That blows my mind. I can't even comprehend that. He's been with a beautiful wife. He's making children. He's running the country. What are you talking about? Grow. You grow. Oh, your channel grew. Your channel grew. You grew. But what are you talking about?
Evidence is in. You know what kind of man Donald Trump is. And whenever you support him, nonetheless, because you fear Marxism or you fear the Democrats or whatever, you're showing what kind of man you are. So, hey, you know what?
I'm not afraid of anything, but you're about to demonstrate why you're afraid. Tell us why you're angry, because anger is fear. God casts out all fear, doubt, and worry, and anger. You have to put aside your anger. Tell us how angry you are, and then we'll see who's fearful.
A lot of friends with this rant, but I'm putting it up anyway because, man, something's got to change. It's got to change. A lot has to change. But you know how much would change if we just saw one thing, a refusal to compromise on child sacrifice, a refusal to reward people who compromise on child sacrifice. When we make pledges saying we're not going to compromise on child sacrifice, we don't throw them out the freaking window.
I agree with what he's saying. Child sacrifice is horrible. Murdering kids is evil. We need to be firm on that. But also, we're not rewarding Trump by electing him into office. We're punishing him for another 4 years. More lawsuits, more, like, that's a punishment.
Because we want to like go do Donald Trump stuff with our buddies. Yeah, well, if you're still my friend, thanks for listening.
I was never your friend. I'm not friends with random people on the internet, but I do like your content still, and I'm still going to watch it, even though in this video he tells me not to watch it anymore. And the reason I brought up anger is there's 2 minutes left. He's about to, or maybe he said it somewhere throughout here. He says multiple times he's very angry. He's angry. But then he accuses other people of having fear. If I'm not angry, I'm not angry about this. It's whatever happens is gonna happen. But I'm also not fearful about it. But he accuses, and I'm addressing this because he's talking. When I watched this video, I felt like he was talking to me. And so that's why I'm responding to it.
If you're not my friend, you shouldn't remain my friend and let people challenge you on these things. Don't be so offended.
I'm not offended.
And if you're offended because you really like Donald Trump, well, you missed something. I'm offending you because I'm saying that you don't, like, say maybe you're like, Donald Trump isn't an idol. I just like him on other reasons. I like him on other reasons. There's stuff about him I like. But I'm not going to reward him now that he's publicly said what he said. After actually proving that that's been his view this whole time, I'm not going to reward him. I don't think anyone should reward him. And I think the people that are rewarding him are the number one problem. They're worse than Planned Parenthood. So you can get all mad and you can think it's all crazy and you can pull out little pieces of this or whatever, but I am pissed off, and it is at your thinking and your inability to understand that precisely.
So he said he is angry. He is pissed off. So who's fearful and who's angry? And who's, what's the other word he said? That's you, buddy. I'm not angry or fearful. I'm ready. Let's go.
The way you think and vote and the way you live is the reason that abortion is not abolished in this country. It's not Planned Parenthood. It's not Joe Biden. It's not Hillary Clinton or Barack Obama. It's you. Stop being like you and we'll see abortion abolished. But you keep on taking your pledges and breaking them and supporting them because, you're so scared of the other side. Well, guess what? You are the other side.
What are you scared of? You scared of dead babies? Do the dead babies make you angry? Ooh, I'm mad about the dead babies. Does that make you angry? Does Satan doing what Satan's supposed to do? Does the world acting how the world is supposed to act make you angry? Who's fearful? I'm not angry. I'm not fearful. I'm just watching it and talking about it. It's funny to me, actually. But what are you angry about, Russ? What are you fearful of? You fearful of babies being murdered that you've never met? God kills babies all the time. I'm not justifying abortion, but what are you angry about? You're angry about dead babies. You're fearful about more dead babies. Like, you're being emotional, Russ, and you're making a stupid decision. You're calling out people who could be on your side. We could unite. We could do this together, but you're driving a wedge.
Stop watching my videos because you don't get it.
I'm not going to stop watching your videos. I'll keep watching your videos. So that's what happened. That's the thing. I said wrong battle, guys. Maybe don't do that right before an election that will determine if there is even an America in 4 years. Like this is not the time. This is not, You don't go to battle with Trump. You're keep going to battle with abortion. That's great. But right now we're in election time. And that got 44 likes, which is almost the most liked response to their thing. Somebody said, where's this Daryl guy? This is a problem with a lot of us. You're looking to presidential BS instead of focusing on the local level where things actually happen. Trump is not going to change anything. Focus on your state elections. That's where change actually starts. And I responded and said, Daryl Williams, there wouldn't be a local level as far as abortion if it weren't for Trump. Duh. Duh. If it weren't for Trump putting the justices in who overturned Roe v. Wade, there would be no local discussion of abortion. So what are you even talking about, bro? Anyway, that's all I got to say about that. We covered our stats. We covered how the left and the right are attacking Trump constantly. I responded to the video. That's all I got to say about that. I'm gonna I'm gonna end the stream, guys, so that this can just be like a video stream of just talking about what we're talking about. I'm gonna go get my corn dogs out of the air fryer, and then I'm gonna come back and I'll start a little Terraria stream. Maybe I'll open the Discord. I won't even play Terraria. I don't have time, but we'll do that. And if you guys want to jump in the Discord and tell me what I'm right about, what I'm wrong about, all that stuff, you can. And Russell Hunter from Abolitionist Rising. If you want to talk to me about this, I'd love to. I know I'm not big enough. You don't want to punch down, blah, blah, blah. I don't have enough clout. I don't have some big old lobbyist group financing me to come after Trump. I'm not going to get that because I'm pro Trump. I don't get that money. So if you want to come and talk to me, I would love to talk to you. I love your content. I love your mission, what you're doing, everything about it. I just disagree with this take at this timing. The timing of the take. It's not good. It's not good. Not good. Doesn't look good. Doesn't help us win. Um, but yeah, that's it.